Welcome back. It's Matt here again. Today is one of the most important videos that I genuinely believe that I will ever make. And if you stick with me, I'm going to share with you exactly what I learned over the past 15 years that the school system does not teach you about how to actually create wealth.
This is Matt Petruso, real estate investor, entrepreneur, business owner, and author. He shares these lessons that brought him from a miserable 9-to-5 to a multi-millionaire lifestyle completely on his terms. If you want to learn how to make more money, build a network of strong brothers and women all around the world, hit the subscribe button for videos like this every week.
There is a specific system and there is a specific game that you must play to create wealth in your life. And this is not what we're taught. This is completely different than what the school system's telling you, society's telling you, all of this stuff. And if you do not learn the game you are playing of wealth, right? Well, if you don't even know you're playing a game, you can't even play, right? And then secondly, you need to know the rules and the levels of the game, right? Like you must know how to ascend the pyramid, right? That is why, there is this pyramid of, the hierarchy of needs, all this stuff, because to ascend up, you must know the levels of the game, right? So that is what I'm going to share with you today, exactly what the game is that you are playing, and then how to ascend that game of wealth, okay? So first, we must understand, how did I figure this out, right? Like, what has brought me to this point? Because I always thought, when I got fired from my 9-to-5 job, that I just wanted to make money, right? I thought money was wealth, right? Like, if I could just make money, money would be great. And don't get me wrong, that is a piece of what we're going to be talking about. Money is very important. But basically what happened was, if you know my story a little bit, I got fired, had to start knocking on doors, and I had to start selling insurance to senior citizens. And I thought, oh, geez, I'm going to meet with all these 65, 70-year-old people, and I'm going to learn all of the secrets of the world, right? I'm going to learn how to create wealth, right? How to, live such a great life. And what I ended up finding out was most people were unfortunately taught the wrong things, going down the wrong paths. A lot of people were broke, a lot of people were unhealthy, a lot of people were just not living good lives. So I was like, there has to be a better way to play this game. I'm like, this game is it rigged against people? Like, what is going on? And what I found out was that there's just a simple, basically 3 pieces of the game that you must understand that you are playing, and then how to ascend each level of the game to get what I call the infinite abundance of wealth, right? So we must ascend to get the infinite abundance of wealth. Sorry, my artist roommate was sleeping, Sebastian, still, so my art is going to have to do for today. But first, let's go into exactly the game modules, right, that you are playing, right? Obviously, like I said, money and work 100% is something that you need to master, right? That is one portion of the game. So yes, you must ascend up, understanding how to handle your money, and you must work, right? Like, people think that, oh, I'm just gonna get money and not have to provide any value for it. That's a fallacy, right? Part of the game is understanding the work that you must do to achieve and get the money. Not everything is valued the same. That's another video. We can go into that another time. But that's important to understand, that money and work is just one piece of the ascension of wealth, okay? So the second piece is health, right? And that's physically, mentally, your energy, right? Anything that has to do with being able to actually enjoy the life that you desire with the money, right? You have to have good health. And one of my favorite quotes again is, a healthy man has many wishes, but a sick man has only one, right? And that is so vitally true, because I've met so many clients over the last 15 years that might have achieved certain amounts of financial success, but their health is terrible, right? I would never trade my life for them in a minute, because their health, they're not able to do the things they want to do. They're not able to, actually enjoy their life with the money that they have, right? So like, you need to master this as well. That's the second area. So your energy, your mental clarity, your physical shape, right? That's all part of the health section, okay? And then the last piece is actually your lifestyle and relationships, because obviously depending upon the relationships that you have in your life, sorry about that, depending upon the lifestyle and the relationships that you have in your life, it will determine the quality of your life. If you have terrible negative people in your life, it will pull you down no matter what, right? So that's very important to understand that this is a vital piece of your life. An example is I literally have a billionaire, a literal billionaire. He's worth about $4.4 billion that lives about, right down the street from me, probably 20 houses down, right? But he lives a pretty weird and, basic lifestyle, right? Like, it's not that interesting to me. So the money paired with a crappy lifestyle, like, that's not really ascending the pyramid in my opinion, right? So that's completely up to you how you define it, but it's important to understand that I like the analogy of, like, it takes many years to create a masterpiece. It could take many years to build an architectural masterpiece of a building, but it can be blown up and brought to the ground in an instant. And that's what having a terrible lifestyle and relationship will bring to you. If you have a bad spouse, bad friendships, they can literally make your life worse than having 20 amazing people, right? You could have one bad person in your life and it negates all of the other 20 great people. So getting rid of the most negative people is actually more important than bringing in good people. So those are the three pieces that we need to ascend, okay? And don't get me wrong, when I talk about this stuff, there might be times in your life where each one is a little bit more important and we have to ascend the pyramid at different points, right? There can't always be a perfect balance. There can be an imbalance at times and you can focus on others, along the way. But now that we know the three areas of creating wealth, this is pretty simple stuff, right? But now there are actually 4 levels to ascending up to creating an infinite amount of wealth, okay? And the first level is unfortunately where a lot of people, and where the school system teaches us to actually start up in, right? And this is in chaos, right? And chaos is basically you have no control over your money, you don't have a job, you're living in your mom's basement, right? Whatever it may be, and you're just in bad mental shape, right? Like you don't take care of yourself, you're in bad physical shape, you have no energy, right? And your relationships are poor, right? This is chaos. And if, for instance, you'll see these are all facets. And the way that I explain the pyramid of wealth is no matter how high you get up in one level, right? Whether it's money, relationships, health, whatever it may be, if one of these 3 areas is in one of the lowest areas, chaos or so on, the lowest level of wealth will always pull down the other ones. So you can have, infinite amount of money, but if you have negative people in your life, right, that are pulling you down, you will still be in chaos. So they have to kind of all pull up each other. So once you've ascended up certain levels, you need to focus on other areas of your life, okay? So the next piece is when we move up from chaos, we move to comfort, right? So at a point where, you no longer have to worry about, being in debt, you actually have a little bit of a job, you're living paycheck to paycheck, whatever it may be, most people kind of stop here. They stop the game. And I think that is the detriment to everyone's, maximum capacity of what they're capable of achieving, right? If you stop at comfort because, hey, my bills are paid, my relationships are okay, they're not bringing me down, but it's not like they're not good. I don't have good relationships. It's just like, they're okay. They're people, they're acquaintances, but they're not pushing me up, right? It's just comfortable. Mental and health, it's just like, well, it is what it is. That's what people say. It is what it is. Well, Why does it have to be that way? Don't you want to improve? No? Okay, that's fine. So if you want to stay here, that's fine. You probably won't get along with me because, I like to ascend, I like to grow, and you'll see as we ascend up this pyramid, it gets to a point where the cycle is infinite, right? It becomes infinite. The game becomes abundant and everything becomes fun, right? So that's the point of what I'm trying to teach you. But first you move from the chaos to comfort, right? And most people kind of sit in here. So if you're obviously not like most people, you want to move to the next level. And the next level is where you start to gain a little bit of confidence, right? Confidence is when, hey, I got a little bit of money in the bank. I feel a little bit, mobile. I'm feeling energized. I'm going to the gym. I'm feeling active. I'm getting some people that are in my life that are motivating me. I'm feeling good, right? Confidence is a great stage to be in during this growth stage, and it's phenomenal. And you should be very happy if you hit that point because that means you're growing. You're ascending up, right? And you will continue you'll have the nice thing about when you ascend up, you will still have the comfort, right? And then when you ascend up to the next level, you will still have the confidence, right? So it's not like you lose comfort by going to confidence. No, you keep the comfort, but now you gain confidence. And the same with the next level. You don't lose confidence by going up to the next level. You gain all of these things, but you also add other things. And that's where the top level, and I think this is the infinite wealth game that you can play, is that's where you stop living in this scarcity mode of I only can provide for people that are close to me and I want to keep everything close to the pin, and you never want to give anything back. This is where when we get into complete control and contribution, right? So when your life, you have complete control over your body, your mind, your energy, right? Your mental state, the state that you're in. You have control over the money that you have coming in. You have more money coming in than you have going out, right? And then when your life is just good with relationships that are constantly improving and growing and just pushing you up to the next level, there's no need to be living in this scarcity mindset. Like I don't have to compete with anybody. That's the secret to all of these very, very successful people. You think that they're competing against each other at the top. No, the people at the top are all working together because they already have everything that they need, right? When you're in complete control of what you desire and then you have whatever you need, you can contribute back, and then it becomes this infinite cycle that you can just keep giving and keep getting and keep giving and keep getting, and you are in complete control of your body, your mind, your physical shape. But most people don't ever get this, right? And this is why this is the most important piece to talk about. And like I said before, if you only focus on money and you get up to control, right, and you maybe start giving money back, right, you're trying to fill the gaps, and you say, I'm just going to make more money, I'm going to make more money, I'm going to make more money, and maybe I'm that one day if I make enough money, my life will get better. But your mental and your physical and your energy is so low, you're in chaos still. But you feel like, well, why am I not? Why is my life so terrible still? And that's when people say money doesn't make you happy, because money alone does not make you happy. You need money. You need your lifestyle. You need good relationships. You need mental and physical health, right? And you need energy. And once all of those things are to the ascension of this game, then you can play the game at whatever level you want, and you can keep playing, and you can keep ascending, and you can keep contributing, and you can keep growing, because now you have all of the needs met, right? So once you understand the game that you are playing, it's okay. But now that we've understood the game, the first step to playing a game is taking accountability for where you're at in each money, your health, and your lifestyle. So if you take full responsibility and accountability of where you're at, then you can start playing the game, right? You can play it at your level, and you can play it to the maximum ability. So many people, they'll reach out to me and they're like, I need to make more money. And I'm like, okay, well, what situation are you in? And they'll tell me they have all the money that they need, but there's another piece. The reason why they don't feel significant or in control is because their relationship that they're in is pulling them down. They're judging themselves, they're comparing themselves, or they have just negative people around them. And that's why I say, okay, your money will increase, but we need to focus on actually improving the people that you have around you, or maybe it's you need to start going to the gym. Like, it all works holistically. So once you know that this is the way that you can actually achieve wealth, you can start seeing, oh, I have money in the bank, but I still don't feel good. Maybe it's one of these other areas I need to work on. Okay? Hopefully that gave you a little bit of clarity on to actually what's the next step that you need to achieve. And don't get me wrong, money is very important. You need to get out of chaos with money, right? But just know when you get out of money in chaos, right? When you get out of the chaos in any of these things, if something is not right, just check them all, right? Check them all. All right, so hopefully that gave you a little bit of clarity on how to actually ascend the pyramid of wealth. If you have any questions about this stuff, if you liked this video, if you thought it was useful, like, subscribe, comment. If not, I will hopefully provide some more value in the future, but hopefully that helped out a bit. So I will talk to you soon. Peace.